Good morning, afternoon, evening, namaste, shabby hell. A hearty welcome to Artful Life Summer Playshops from my kitchen today. For those joining us for the first time, and I see new faces and new names, I'm BeiBei Song, founder of Essinova, an interdisciplinary creativity academy applying artful thinking and mind sciences or mind insights to human development, leadership, and innovation. Here with me are my two partners on this project, Anu Sanghvi, a product veteran and rising poet, and Gaina Nasi, customer maven and mystic artist. We are about 2/3 into our 8-week summer programs. In the past few weeks, we have explored our inner self, intimate relationships, and our immediate environment via a variety of art forms such as drawing, poetry, and photography. In case anyone accuses us of frivolity associated with art and play, especially in a time of global difficulties, we thought we should have a session when we eat. There's nothing more practical or primal than food, and conventional wisdom has it that one must feed one's stomach before one's soul. Well, today we're going to feed both at the same time. We are going to honor the artistry in food, as well as food and food scraps as material for art. In fact, we're going to challenge a number of notions that have been taken for granted, have come to be taken for granted. The deep chasm between art and utility, the separation between mind and body, what is edible, what is not, what is trash, what is treasure. And we'll do all of this in a way that delights all of our senses. Leading us in this special experience are two creators with rich cultural heritages. Despite their different backgrounds, they share some important things in common. Their passion for food in one form or another, their creative approaches to natural and healthy living, and the fact that their native countries both start with the letter I. So with that, get all your senses, your ingredients, and your utensils ready. Anu will take us to meet the artists and get our class started.
Thank you, BeiBei. I am just delighted to have had the opportunity through this Playshop series to get reacquainted with Shalini. She and I went to school together in India, and then we lost touch. And it's lovely to see her sister, Shalini, also on the call today, joining us from London. And that's so much a part of what these Playshops have been for me, is forming new friendships with so many of you and reconnecting with old friends. So great pleasure to introduce Shalini, who is our culinary chef, artist, and educator, joining us today from the East Coast. Shalini, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Joining her is a new friend that I've made along the way, a wonderful human being by the name of Hojat Mohseni. He is an arts and environmental enthusiast and an idea shooter. So if any of you have any ideas that you want bounced around, Hojat is your man. Hojat, welcome.
Hey everybody. Nice to meet you. Salam.
Nice to see you again, Hojat. And thank you for both of you for helping co-lead the session today. On the screen, you can hopefully see some of their amazing culinary artwork. On the left are some screens that I grabbed from Shalini, on the right from Hojat. And I thought the best way for us to get to know them, their background, and their rich experience is by having me ask them a couple of questions about their work. So let's start, Shalini, with you, if that's okay. Tell us, so like I mentioned, you grew up in India. what brought you out to the US? Where are you based? And how did you get started with cooking?
So I came to the US many years ago to pursue my undergraduate degree, and then I am based in Brooklyn Heights. And I spent many years in corporate America. And after my son was born, he was actually born with congenital hypothyroidism, or in other words, without a thyroid, which required me to stop working and sort of focus on him. And really cooking started because of that. It started as a way for me it was therapeutic. It was something to keep my nerves in check. And then it sort of grew into my little baby, my little business.
Wonderful. And the name is Shalini's Kitchen.
Shalini's Kitchen. So if you all are on Instagram, please follow me. You can see some of my other creations there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Hojat, what about you? Tell us about where you're based and how did you get into the space of peel art and everything that's surrounding that?
I am from Shiraz, a city in south of Iran, and you probably heard about it in different ways. Shiraz is somehow famous for its gardens and poets, Hafiz and Saadi, and it's also close to the Persepolis, the ancient capital of Persian Empire, old Persian Empire. And the way that I reached to this peel art is a long story, but I try to make it short. I met a friend of mine in an art exhibition and a couple of years ago, and he somehow convinced me, as someone who appreciated art but not engaged in it, that I am an artist too, like all the other people there, but I don't know about it yet. And anyway, I started to work on some kind of participative and collaborative painting with him. At the same time, I had some passion about environmental issues and eco-friendly lifestyle, and we were trying to find ways to reduce our waste, have a little less negative environmental impact in our daily life. And on the way, we discovered that fruit peels, which we were started to separate from our garbage collections and dry them up, are really wonderful materials for making arts or play with them. Art is a controversial term, and that's how I ended up doing these kind of stuff with fruit art.
Wonderful. Well, it's such a important cause and it's so aesthetically pleasing. So again, so excited that you could join us today, Hojat. Shalini, back to you. As you've been on this journey of cooking and sort of discovering, the therapeutic and the artistic side to food, what has been sort of the main learning for you? What has been the surprise, the aha that you've taken out of your experience?
So, it's interesting because when I first started cooking, I wasn't, I felt like I wasn't good. I would call my mother all the time, how do I make this? How do I make that? And of course, she never had a recipe for me. She'd be like, just put a little bit of that. She couldn't figure out why I didn't know how much to put in. And, over time and with practice, I've realized that if we start paying attention to our senses, really all of us are chefs. We don't need to go to culinary school, but the key is paying attention to ourselves. We have 5 senses, and that's something I have learned over time, not just with cooking now, but with life in general, that really let's pay attention. We can learn so much if we just focus on our senses.
Yes, the presence, the power of now, right?
Yes.
Artful has that concept as well. That's wonderful. Hojat, how about you? What has been your key learning?
About art in general, I noticed in this little journey that I had that everybody is an artist, as I said before, but we usually don't know about it until somebody tell us about it or let us to discover that simple fact. And the thing that I came across through this fruit feel art is that, in my humble opinion, sometimes art is about making less ugliness or decreasing the ugliness instead of creating new beauties. And that's the challenge that I like to talk about in this session.
Great. Wonderful. So with that, let's jump in. I'm going to hand the mic over to Shalini. I'm going to take just 20 seconds to move into my kitchen. So I might be off screen for just 20 seconds, but Shalini, I'm going to hand the mic over to you and let's jump in and get started.
All right. So everyone can see this, I'm assuming. So like I mentioned earlier, today we're going to be focusing on our senses in cooking. So how many of us have called, like I said, our mothers, our grandmothers, grandparents, anyone, and asked for a recipe, and they don't really have a recipe. They tell you, put a little bit of this, put a little bit of that. So really what they've been doing is cooking with their senses. And I feel like a lot of us, maybe not all, but a lot of us have gotten so dependent on recipes and, copying the recipe exact word for word that we've lost touch with those senses. So today, what I want, in fact, I love this quote by, and you can read it, sensory cooking is the opposite of technique. So really what I want for all of us to focus on today is that we all have an inner chef, and we're all going to focus on our senses to cook. I'm not going to be giving a recipe, but we're going to be sort of just all of us getting creative and really trying to create something using our senses. And it can actually be very therapeutic. It's surprisingly therapeutic, actually. So today, I want all of you to challenge yourself. And when I say challenge yourself, I mean, while we are creating the salad, we're going to be making a salad dressing and a salad. I want you all to use spices if you don't usually use them. I want you to try and experiment with different textures, flavors, and even temperatures. So if your salad is cold, maybe add a hot element. I want you to get your hands dirty, even if you're not used to it, if you're uncomfortable. Let's all try and come out of that box we're stuck in. Add a complexity to your dish if you can by combining, like I said, different textures, temperatures, and flavors, and take a risk. Do something you haven't done before. Because even if your end product isn't something you love, but you're going to get something out of it. You're going to learn something, and that's how we eventually learn cooking, through our experiences by using our senses. And similarly, while we're plating today, I want you to get creative. These are just some pictures and ideas I have. Some I did, some others did, of ways that you can plate your salad just to get your creative juices flowing. But as we start making it, I want you to start thinking about that from the beginning, because it's going to determine how you chop your vegetables, so start thinking about that. And I'm not going to waste any more time. Let me unstop sharing and let's get started. So if everyone has their ingredients ready, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the dressing. So for the dressing, we need an oil. So for me, I'm using avocado oil, and I'm using avocado oil because I use my sense of smell, and there was something about it. It really caught on to me. I don't usually use it for salads, but I would love to see what others are using. If you're using something different, you can go ahead and shout it out or put in a chat. And also, you will need a bowl for your salad dressing, or a little, I'm going to use a jar because ultimately we're going to have to shake it or whisk it. You can use a blender if you have one, but just have something where you're going to put where you're going to mix your salad dressing. So the first step is putting the oil in. You also need an acid. I am using balsamic vinaigrette because I love it. You can use lemon, lime, any kind of vinegars. So have that ready. Typically for a salad dressing, what they usually say is about 2 to 3 portions of oil to 1 portion of vinegar or acid. But we are cooking with our senses. So I want you to do what you feel is right to you. You can smell it, you can taste it, and add according to what feels right to you. You don't need any measuring cups or measuring spoons. We're going to use our senses. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my oil into my jar. And everyone can do the same. And then we can go ahead and add the acid. If I can open this bottle. I'm loving visually how this is looking, if everyone can see. The cool part about acid and oil is they don't really mix well, right? Which is why we're gonna have to mix it afterwards. It looks kind of cool. I'm also gonna add some lemon. I'm gonna do 2 different acids only because I love lemon and everything. But it's up to you guys what you wanna use. Once you feel like you've added your acid and your oil, you can season it first with salt and pepper. And remember, you're doing everything using your senses, and then we're going to taste it. We're going to use a sense of taste at the end to make sure all the elements are balanced. And if not, we can always add more ingredients. So once you have your acid, oil, salt, and pepper if you want, then the fun starts really, because now we're going to start going crazy. I want people to just look in your kitchen, whether it's a spice, whether it's heat, whatever it is, herbs. Think about what you want to add into it. If you don't want to add anything, that's fine too. It's up to you. But I am going to add, because I love cooking with spices, I'm going to add some cumin and fennel seeds. I'm going to grind them really quick. And once again, I'd love to, if you are using something that you've never used before, shout it out. I'd love to hear what people are doing.
Shalini, I'm adding jalapeno.
Oh, nice.
And I'm adding chaat masala.
My favorite chaat masala, for those who don't know what chaat masala is, it's a very popular Indian spice that is just, it's sweet, salty, sour, spicy, everything all at once.
I'm adding some seaweed.
Ooh, interesting. I've never tried that before. I want to hear how that turns.
Okay, I will let you know.
How about coriander? Would that go with?
Coriander sounds fun. I love coriander.
Okay.
Right, so I'm putting my spice in. I'm going to add some crushed red peppers too, because I love some heat. And then if anyone wants a little sweetness, if you enjoy a little sweetness to your salad dressing, you can add a sweet element. I'm going to add some honey, just a little touch of it, because I like that sweet sensation. And once we have all those ingredients together, you have to emulsify or mix your salad dressing, because you'll see that it's all separated. The oil tends to separate from the rest of the ingredients. So just need to shake it. If you don't have, if you want, you can whisk it, blend it in a blender. And then we have to taste it to make sure the elements are all balanced. I need a little more salt in mine. Mine's perfect right now. How's everyone else doing?
Mine was too oily, so I'm adding some lemon, more lemon. I added half
More
lemon
essence.
earlier.
You want to balance that out, yes.
Yeah.
And if it's too acidic, you can add a little more oil, balance out with some sweetness. So I'll give everyone about a couple more minutes, and then we'll go into making the actual salad, cutting the salad ingredients. Is everyone almost more or less getting done, I'm assuming, with their dressing?
So I'm going for a French sort of thing and added a lot of French ingredients. So some herb de Provence, some French mustard. Lovely.
Sounds amazing. I wish I could taste everyone's dressing. It's too bad we're all on Zoom, you know? It's a different world these days. But hopefully when everyone, oh, I forgot to tell everyone that once we make our salad, I'd love if everyone can take a picture of it because we'll be sharing it and talking about it. So keep your phones or cameras to the side because I'd love to see what people create. All right, I'm gonna give it 1 more minute and then we'll start moving into preparing the salad ingredients. So if you want, you can get your salad ingredients ready. All right, I'm going to start moving on. So why don't we start preparing the salad ingredients? So for that, I asked everyone if you can maybe start with a leafy base. I'm going to use arugula because I just love the peppery taste that it has. I might mix it up with some chard, I'm not sure yet. And then for textures, I'm going to be using some radish because I love radish and I love the colors. I'm going to use some sweet peppers, orange sweet peppers. And for a softer element, I'm going to go with either kiwi or avocado. I haven't decided yet. But maybe we can all gather our ingredients now. Start thinking about, like I said, challenge yourselves. Maybe use a combination you haven't used before or add different textures, different colors, and sort of use your senses, play around with your senses a little bit. So the other thing I want you to keep in mind is that after we're done with this, Hojat is going to be going over things that we can do with the scraps. So don't throw your scraps away, don't throw your peels away, keep them to the side because we're going to be doing some stuff with that as well. So I'm going to start peeling my carrot because I'm going to be using a carrot as well. And I can't wait to see what I can do with the peels later on. So I'd love to hear if anyone's using anything. Oh, the one thing I'm thinking of using today is a dragon fruit. I went and got this at the farmer's market. I don't usually use a dragon fruit, so I'm excited. I know some people use it all the time, but I'd love to hear if someone's using something that they don't usually use. Just shout it out. I'd love to know what you're thinking of.
We're using figs, which we grew from our garden.
Oh, for your garden? That's so cool. I love it. What about others? Anything exciting?
I don't know, it's a special kind of radish, but it's I'm sure it is.
We have a special kind of radish we're using. A special kind of radish.
Special kind of radish? Cool. Oh, wow. I've never seen that before.
So we'll see.
That's interesting. Is that the first time you're using it or have you tried it before?
First time.
Oh, exciting. So as you're cutting your vegetables and everything, I want you to also think about how you want to plate this. I had showed you some pictures. So try and get creative. Think of how you want to be plating it, because if you want to plate, you want everything chopped tiny, then you chop it tiny. Do you want to layer it up more three-dimensional? Do you just want a plain old salad? Think about how you want to plate it and chop it accordingly. And you can maybe take pictures as you're plating as well. I think I decided I'm going to use this bowl that my mother-in-law had gifted to me. I love this bowl. I'm going to use this. And I think I'm going to layer it up. But I got these peaches, these yellow peaches that I think I'm going to use on the top. I'm going to actually grill my peach. So it's kind of the warm element. And I think it's going to taste really good with all the cold elements. So let me put my grill on because I'm going to start grilling the peach as well.
I've never grilled a peach before. So how do you go about doing that? I have a peach here as well.
So you can just cut it in half, remove the pit, put a little olive oil on your grill. I have an indoor grill because I'm in an apartment, and then just literally just grill it. Just put it on and heat it. It'll get soft and tender with the grill marks and tastes amazing, really amazing. Where did my...
Behind you, hun. The peach is behind you.
Thank you. I was like, where did I put it? Thank you. That's a great thing, right? You guys can see my kitchen. All right, so I'm gonna, and also actually when you cut the peach, this is something I learned if you don't already know, you'll see a line going across. You got to cut the peach the other way. So.
Why is that? Why do you cut it the other way? Not
It's easier to cut it. It's easier to take the pit. See, it fell right off.
okay.
Try that. So I'm going to just drizzle some olive oil on my. But it's actually, it tastes really cool when you put different temperatures into a salad. It actually tastes quite good. The cold with the hot. It's kind of fun. I don't know if I'll get it as hot as I want to in time, but we'll see. All right, so let me cut my radish. Love the way a radish, like the pink in the outside and the white in the inside. I love how it looks. So how's everything? Anyone else doing interesting ingredients? I'd love to hear about it.
I'm going to add some these dates or jujube, whatever you call them. I think they're Iraqis or
dates. You said
dates.
Nice. So this, so you want like a sweet element. I'm using a lot of fruit. I love using fruit in my salad. So I'm cutting my kiwi right now. I'm trying to do like that. Let's see if it works out. I'm trying to do that cut, the star cut for the kiwi. Because I want to present it on the top of the salad.
Can you describe how you do this, the star cut?
Yeah, so basically what you do is you take your kiwi and then you sort of 45-degree angles, you do these cuts all around, and then you turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. So essentially you're creating like a zigzag.
Zigzag, okay.
And sort of make sure you're going all the way through.
You go all the way through or halfway across?
I mean, you're sort of just putting your knife as far as you can because you'll want it to sort of come out. I've tried this once before. Yeah, see? Can you see?
Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to use that. I'm going to sort of serve this on the top of my salad. So try it. Just it doesn't really matter how in you go. You just want to make sure you're getting through so that when you pull it out, it comes out. But that's going to be the top. I want to serve that on the top. I want to see my peaches are coming along. You can see the grill mark starting to form on my peach. I'm excited. All right, and then I wanted some peppers. I'm doing red and yellow and orange sweet peppers. Hopefully we can all enjoy, have a good salad, healthy salad meal after this. All right, that's the red. So remember that after we're done with this, and how much more time? Let me make sure. Yeah, we still have a good 15 minutes. So once you are done, you don't have to mix the salad dressing just yet because you would mix the salad dressing in once you're serving it, right before you serve it. Has anyone ever cut a dragon fruit before? I'm not sure I have, but. Oh, look at that. How cool. I hope everyone's sort of enjoying all, using all their senses to enjoy what they're seeing. My visual senses are really enjoying right now, having a good time. So here's my dragon fruit, little speckles of black. I'm going to put that on the top of my salad. Checking my peach. So depending on the size of your peach, it could take a little longer to make it soft, but if it's a smaller peach, it'll be quicker. I want everyone to see this. Look how cool. The grill marks on the peach. It's amazing. I'm also going to use, if anyone wants, I had mentioned it, if you want to add some protein to your salad, I love goat cheese. So I'm going to be sprinkling some goat cheese on my salad. You all can use any number of things if you want. You don't have to. It's up to you.
I'm using eggs and kidney beans, because that's all I had.
Nice. It becomes a complete meal if you add that protein, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm also adding some pistachios because I just love the crunch that nuts offer, especially, and they look good too in the here. I just need to crush them a little bit.
I'm going with a bit of gorgonzola to add a little pungent flavor to it.
Oh, I love gorgonzola. One of my favorite cheeses.
Because I have some apples and some berries, some sweetness. So I'm going to experiment with a little contrast between the sweetness and the pungent. See how that goes?
Let's see how it goes. I can't wait to hear how it goes. All right, so I would also, like at this point, we have about 5 to 8 minutes. So maybe if you haven't already, start thinking about plating. And don't forget to save all those peels, because we're going to be doing some fun stuff with that soon. I'm just crushing my nuts a little, the pistachios a little bit. I'm using pistachios. Sprinkle it on the top. So if anyone's done, I'd love to hear what you created. If you're still working on it, that's cool too. So what I've done with my, in terms of plating, I decided to put a lot of like whole cut fruits on the top because I just like the way they look. So I put my kiwi, my hot warm peaches, and the dragon fruit on the top. And I've got the greens and the chopped carrots sort of on the bottom layer, and I've sprinkled the top with goat cheese and pistachios. And the one thing I would also recommend doing is when you, before you use your dressing, which we'll do later, I would take a leaf from your salad and just dip it in your dressing to ensure that your dressing tastes good with the salad. Because, when you add the salad element to it, you want to make sure that everything's still balanced. Good. So how's everyone doing? Let me see if anyone's got anything. Oh, so Cheryl is also using a dragon fruit. Cool. No worries if you can't keep up. Take your time. This is about your senses, not mine. And no worries if you haven't been to culinary school. Believe it or not, neither have I. Everything I've learned through experience by using my senses, practice. There's no right or wrong answer in cooking, by the way. Each of us has our own preferences, our own tastes, our own opinions. So as far as I'm concerned, it's all good.
I just found some chia seeds. I'm going to use those.
Oh, nice. Yeah, seeds are actually a great thing to use too, nuts, seeds.
Yeah, we can't use nuts because my daughter is allergic. So
you have to use
seeds,
something.
Yeah, seeds actually are go-to.
Samira, how's yours coming along?
It's quite good. We put in some chicken and radish and put like some seeds as well. We put cashew nuts and walnuts as well.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Aparna, how's yours going?
Going well. We may take a few extra minutes because we are just sauteing some pears in some butter and sumac.
Ooh, you guys are really good. I can't wait to hear that. I've never tried that before. I love sumac, but I've never had it.
We're trying it for the first time. We're trying to do what you're asking us to do and just take up the challenge. So we'll let you know.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear, because you know what, honestly, can I just say something? These might become recipes, and if you guys are willing to share it, maybe, I don't know, BeiBei, Anu, if we can like create some kind of a system where we can have everyone share theirs if they felt it was really good. Because
yeah, of course.
Future recipes.
Love it. Magic lives on.
I'm going to try to show mine before mixing the dressing in. Let's see how this works.
Oh, I love, so you plated yours. I love it. What is that on the top? Is that a fruit? Apples?
Yes.
Love it.
Apples and blueberries.
Show that again, Daniel. I'm sorry I missed it. I was trying to find you.
Oh, man.
Can you show it
Testing
again?
my technical capabilities here. Let's see here.
Beautiful.
I see it. It's awesome. Don't forget to take a photo because we want to share all these. I can't wait to see everyone's creations. Like I said, I wish I could have tasted everyone's.
Yeah, I'm showing mine.
Where are you? Hold on. Yeah, okay, I see it. Very cool. So you're using a flat plate, Anu? Is that a flat sort of plate that you're serving in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rectangular plate.
Okay.
And initially I was thinking of making like columns. So not mixing everything together, but just making it in columns. But then I moved to a concentric. I don't know why I changed it, but.
Yeah, you know what? Because you're with your senses. You're focusing on whatever your senses wanted, right? It's amazing. And you know what? All of you might be really surprised what you come up with. If you're taking that risk, you might be surprised, pleasantly surprised. I should say that. Who else? Who else has got something? I'd love to see some more if you're still having. Let's see how much, we have about 2 more minutes before I have to hand it over to Hojat. So if you haven't already, maybe start. Okay, I see Belinda showing us something. Very cool. So Belinda, oh, I see you've also put some fruit on the top, right?
Oh, we didn't have peaches, so we used a nectarine.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, we'll see how it tastes.
Well, that's it. You know what? We'll all find out at the end of this. Any others? We have about 1 minute.
Here, I took a picture.
Photos, please. Don't forget to take photographs.
Do you see that?
Oh, yes.
I took a photo. I did what you did with the peach, cutting it like a star. I did it with the avocado.
I cut the kiwi like a star.
Yeah, like the kiwi. So I cut the avocado like a star and put it in the middle.
Oh, let me see it. I'd love to see that.
Oh, even better.
How cool. Actually, I haven't tried that with an avocado. You just gave me a new idea. I'm going to try that with an avocado. I have my avocado right here.
You see?
What do you think a fresh mint would be good in it?
Give it a shot. I say that try it.
There's so much bagel.
If you're feeling it,
I have lots of fresh mint.
I think if your senses are telling you something, you can't go wrong. I seriously believe that we all have that sixth sense that we know what we're doing. I'm trying this avocado thing. I know we're running on. So guys, actually it's time now. If you haven't already, I will start finishing up.
Can't show you a photo, but I can show you a plate.
Oh, cool! I love that. What's the blue on the top? Is that blueberries or is it
borage flowers?
Oh, I love that. You know, it's so hard for me to get edible flowers ever over here, and I'm always forever looking for them. I love that. Anyone else create anything fun? Samira, are you done with yours? We'd love to see it.
Yeah, we like just finished. So here.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Is that avocado slices on the top?
Yeah. And then
very cool.
So I have something here that's a little similar to yours. I got the peaches there. And
did it work out? Did the grilling the peaches work out?
Yeah, here.
Delicious. It was a great idea.
Oh, cool. I see Aparna's. That looks awesome. And I'm glad the peaches worked out for you. I'm telling you, grilling any fruit tastes amazing.
It comes with that little kind of smoky flavor that adds, makes into the more raw.
It makes it a little sweeter or tastes the flavor a little bit by adding the peach. I love that. All right, so you know what? Maybe if you all are sort of done, let's start putting our plates aside. Don't mess with the salad because, you know, we're gonna take photos, we're gonna share it, and then eventually you can eat it. So I would put the salad and salad dressing aside. And I'm going to pass it now over to Hojat, who is going to talk to us about all the wonderful stuff we can do with our leftover peels and scraps and whatnot. So Hojat, you want to take it over?
Hojat, we don't hear you.
Technical issues. I knew that there can't be a Zoom session without a technical issue, so.
Right.
Right.
Would you like me to show the video? Okay, okay, all right. Good thing I have the file here. So, so when I show the video, perhaps you can see if you can figure out the sound. Okay, good. All right. Hojat was going to show this video. It's a video, I believe, with artworks of a friend of his, an artist, also part of this food scraps and food-related items art movement, and Hojat made the video. So we'll show, a couple of minutes. Can you see the screen? Can you hear the sound?
Yes.
It's called organic graphic. I think it's not just food waste or food scraps, but also some other organics, so for example, dried leaves, etc. And let's see, Hojat, can you try talking?
Thank you very much, BeiBei. Sorry for the
No
inconvenience. As BeiBei was saying, the organic graphic was the main source of, one of the main source of the inspiration for the fruit peel art that we are going to try in this session. And it was originated by one of my friends, Mr. Shamsi. And it was basically a kind of eco-friendly art, which puts the eco-friendly activities above the art. I mean, seeing art as a means to achieving some environmental improvements in our life, in our collective lives. And I mean, not only using organic and natural material for creating art, but also having a environmental theme and message in the art that they make. The other source of inspiration for me for creating this kind of artwork was the what we call trash art, which is basically creating artwork out of trash or garbage. They also call it garbage art. You can see one representative example at the top of the slide, the fish, I mean, which is created by some sort of plastic waste and stuff like that. The other interrelated concept is upcycling, which is a higher level of recycling. It's basically means that you are trying to create something useful and functional out of the waste, different kind of waste. So basically, if I want to summarize the whole idea, all of them has the central theme of using things that we usually throw away as waste and creating something beautiful and useful out of them. From here, we are going to have 3 different kind of exercise. I pass the torch to BeiBei, and we will get back to you after you create some of those stuff together.
Thank you, Shalini, and thank you for Hojat. I'm not a good cook, but I am into healthy living, and I am an art and environmental enthusiast as well. So ever since I came across Hojat and his work, I couldn't help experimenting myself as well. We thought we thought of 3 good exercises, and he asked me to lead them, being modest. And even though I think he can do it himself, I will oblige. So the 3 exercises, the first one will be making a face. As you can see, the top are faces that Hojat made, and there are 2 other ones. One on the left is a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in years, and during the depth of the COVID, he sent me a picture showing that how he looks now. And I happened to have come across Hojat's work, and I thought, oh, you know, the best way for me to respond is to show how I look like now. So I made another face. That's the one with the scallions. I guess these are not, arguably, they're no longer scrap per se, but perhaps they are, you know, leftover from a meal. And I'm taking a little liberty in crossing the line between scraps and real food. And I suppose, you know, after making an artwork, you can always eat them. And also, you know, there can be maybe not leftovers, but I've in my experiments, I've had food that's expired. For example, nuts. I opened the package, or before opening the package, realized that they are expired. But rather than throwing them away, they can be used for this kind of play as well. And here's an example of some seeds and nuts and rice. I didn't actually make them make it, but I thought this is a good example as well, showing faces of a family. Very cute. So these are just some examples to give you a little bit of inspiration. So now it's your turn to make a face, however you would like to make your own emoji or emotions or whatever. You have 5 minutes. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
It doesn't have to come from the salads that you just made if you don't have enough material. Perhaps there are some other leftovers around the kitchen that you could make as well, or you could use as well. All right, I think that's about 5 minutes. Let's move on to the next exercise. And that's going to be writing something. So we have played quite a bit with words in the past few sessions. And today we can continue that, but with organic material, with your scraps and other food items. So here are some examples from Hojat. And you start make your own, whatever you feel like expressing right now. We'll do this for 5 minutes too. It could be an idea, or a 1 word, 2 words. It could be something of fantasy, somebody's name, or a message. It could be cut out of a big piece for lettering, or it could be assembled from a lot of little pieces. Different approaches.
Yes, even something abstract, maybe.
We'll get to.
Yeah. No, I mean abstract kind of writing.
Terrific. All right, I think our time is up for the word exercise, and then now it's the fun one. So as if the other one isn't fun. So the third one will just be free form, whatever you would like to make. You can go crazy. Here's the example here. One is Hojat's bracelet, something that is practical and stylish. And the middle series is is my experiment. It's my mind. It's my attempt at abstraction. So it shows my mind at night, in the morning, and in meditation. And so this is made of carrot peels or carrot shavings. When I was taking off the skin of the carrots, I noticed that these interesting strands. So so that's my example. I can show you some more that I found from other people. I think these are from Chinese people. And in case you need some more inspirations, I think this one has some I think either papaya or mango peels, cantaloupe skin, and obviously orange peels. Some papaya seeds in there as well, making a sunflower. And this guy, apparently he's a middle-aged man. I don't know his name to attribute, unfortunately. He made a whole farm out of food items. And again, arguably, they may not be scraps, but it could be, inferior items. And he made these interesting, swans, chicken, what have you, little piggy. And that one, my favorite is in the middle one, out of a garlic clove.
Oh.
Actually, do not disturb me, thank you. So in case you need any inspiration, these are some of the creative ideas. You can go crazy and do whatever you would like to create. Let's go with 5 or 7 minutes. So Gaina has put in the link to Essinova's Artful Life group in the chat. So whoever is ready, you can begin to upload your masterpieces in there.
Don't forget to put pictures of your...
That's right, yeah. Start actually with your salad.
There's the lemon man.
Wow. This is for Anu, yeah?
Yes. I love his collar. It's gorgeous.
Lovely,
He's a Renaissance man. Clearly. He just needs one of those big wigs now, and he's done.
Daniel, that's beautiful.
Great.
I mean, that looks like a meal. That doesn't look like scraps. I'm sorry.
I love this so much because this is abstract photography and food scraps. It just blends together so well.
Hojat was telling us the other day that you can apparently eat the peel of a watermelon. So I think this can be your dessert.
Yeah, absolutely. They are even better than the middle part. Oh, very great.
That's awesome.
Who's that?
Love that. Yeah.
Me.
The queen of the session.
The fair Instead of the green man, we have the green lady. That looks yummy, Ron.
So.
Huh.
Ooh.
Those
Wow.
are adorable.
Bravo, bravo. I don't know what to say, just enjoying.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Beautiful. And
Ramen was pretty prolific. Thank you.
That's ramen and fitas, both of us together.
So you.
colors. The colors are so vivid.
And the help was, I think, a cry from the planet.
Well, and from me.
Uh-oh.
Wow,
Ramen, did
wow.
you do?
Ooh.
Perfect.
Beautiful. That's adorable.
Let's choose the funniest face. Again, abstract Daniel. I love that. I love it.
That's beautiful.
That is
Oh,
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Oh, that's nice.
I love the dark background too. It
Great.
adds to it. Yum.
Wow. Look at that.
Oh, that's a cute face.
Very. Now that's the other help. Okay, so why is this help? Because Fidas and Ramen told us. David? What?
Yes.
A cry from humanity.
Oh.
Is it that bad? Shall we look for shelter?
It's that.
As in, we all need help. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Definitely.
Oh, this is the helix.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
I've been like just looking at all the pages. I'm overwhelmed. It's amazing. I'm just amazed at how beautiful everything's looking. The salad and the scrap. It's amazing.
Wow. I love this. It's so delicate.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Gorgeous. Okay, that looks yum.
Oh goodness.
Shalini, you need to share the recipe for this because it looks amazing. I'm sure it will taste amazing too, but
that's what I want to hear from everyone.
Wonderful.
That's beautiful.
yeah, it just looks very yummy.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Is it love?
Love.
Oh. Avocado skin. And the turnip, I guess.
Oh, is that the
nice.
spiral?
That's right. A tribute back to the spiral.
Awesome.
Oh, Belinda.
Well done. Oh,
that's nice.
Very nice.
Oh.
Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, that's all.
Diana. Oh, fair enough. Oh, this is one of my favorite fruits. It's mangosteen. No?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, it's the queen of fruit in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh.
They're, yeah.
Hey. Hey to you.
Hi.
Oh, and that looks yummy.
Oh, I'm mouth-watering.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, that looks delicious.
Looks like cinnamon. Looks very good. That looks like...
I love the caterpillar. Have you found the caterpillar?
Where's the caterpillar? Can we see that?
It's-
Oh,
wow.
That's adorable.
That's so
Oh
cool.
my God.
So cute.
That's great.
So cute.
That looks yummy, Belinda.
Wow.
Can't wait to eat it.
I bet all you guys like mouth watering, right?
Let's open a restaurant. Guys, let's open a restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
happy birthday.
I have, well, this is my attempt at a birthday salad. I'm kind of trying to mimic a cake with the layers and the carrot being the candles. I have several friends that have birthdays around this time, like mid-August. So this is my, I was trying to use the dressing to be like the flames, but they all just went down to the bottom.
Gravity.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, totally.
Yummy.
That's some
That looks very refreshing.
Bravo.
Good for the summer.
Awesome.
So share along with the photos the ingredients, and also maybe how what you thought of after you taste it, how you feel about it, right, Shalini? Would you?
Yes, that I would love to hear, especially if you decided to take a risk with something new, what you felt. I mean, how did it work out? Did it work out for you? Did it not? I'd love to hear that.
With that, we should let you go to your delicious salads. We'll see you next week with Bonjour. Your lemon.
Yes, I am waiting for everybody next week.
We'll all be actors and actresses.
Yeah. You ready?
Cool.
To act?
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Shalini. Thank you, Hojat. That was wonderful.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
I don't know how to say, but it was wonderful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Thank you very much. It was
Bye.
really enjoyable.
Oh.